In games, you can blow up a city block, run over pedestrians, hack someone's brain, and commit about 17 war crimes before breakfast. But when it comes to romance or character relationships, or just characters who piss you off but are morally protected by the narrative, suddenly the game gets very serious, very defensive of them, and very sensitive. Suddenly there are rules, who you're allowed to want, who you're not supposed to be angry at despite wanting to shoot their brains out. And if you try to step outside that boundary even a little, the game doesn't punish your character. It punishes you for having desires. And the wild thing is that it feels fine because the writing is great. The emotional beats are tight, the scenes are beautiful, the characters feel alive. That's the trick. HR departments in video game companies realized if the writing is good enough, you won't notice your freedom is being shaped to fit their policies. Modern writing isn't being used to enhance stories anymore. It's being used to justify the limits placed upon them. Let me explain. In Dying Light the Beast, for example, there's a character who betrays you. At first, there's no justification. You feel anger, real, earned anger.
Sheriff, do you copy? Do you hear me?
Oh my God. You're alive.
Yeah, and I'm coming for you.
Even your character feels anger. The story sets up the promise of catharsis. One day you'll see her again, and you'll settle it. But when she finally returns...
You got a lot of fucking nerve showing your face to me.
You have every right to be angry.
No shit.
Just listen to me.
What could you possibly say to justify what you did to me?
Soon after you got the power plant up and running, his men caught me out on a patrol. I didn't stand a chance. I thought I was dead. And the Baron gave me an ultimatum. If I didn't give you up, he would kill not just me, but every single one of my people.
You could have told me.
But then I wouldn't be able to make you, the player, feel guilty for being angry at me, so I really couldn't tell you how noble I truly was.
The game doesn't give you that release. Instead, she delivers a speech about why she had to betray you, why you shouldn't be angry, and how she was actually the one making the noble, painful choice. Your catharsis is not just denied, it's reframed as immoral. You're being told that you being angry is wrong. And if you were paying attention, you might notice something. Not a single major female character in The Beast is ever punished, killed, or held accountable. You get betrayed twice, both times by women, by the way, and neither betrayal has consequences or anger. The narrative shields them. Your character shields them. This isn't about subtle storytelling. This isn't complex moral writing. This is policy disguised as emotional depth. Let me show you a clearer example. Cyberpunk 2077. You can't romance Judy Alvarez if you play male V, because she's a lesbian. For those of you who don't know, Judy is one of the romanceable characters in Cyberpunk, and you can only romance her as a female. Okay, fair enough. Respect her orientation. You can't just romance anyone you want, Hazy, even in video games. You have to also respect the character. And you're absolutely right. Because every time I load Cyberpunk 2077, respect and logic are my #1 priority. Clearly, I am here to uphold moral, social, and personal boundaries. Seriously though, you can get drunk, smoke, commit murder of innocent civilians, go to prostitution, fucking doing a double jump, making people kill themselves, move faster than a supersonic jet. But romancing a character that shouldn't be available to you is where you draw the line? We don't boot into cybernetic nightmare hellscape to be safe. We are not here for etiquette lessons. You don't play video games to be told you're not attractive enough for a character because of some boring real-life rule that says they can't be attracted to you.
In the real world, I have to write up lists of stuff I have to go to the grocery store to buy. And I have never thought to myself that realism is fun. I go play games to have fun.
You play games because they let you do what you cannot do outside the screen. You play to feel bigger, hotter, more dangerous, more desired, more everything. You want to play a game and be so irresistible that not even a character that shouldn't be into you is now suddenly into you. Not because you're trying to flip her orientation, but because the fantasy is that you are that magnetic. You want to play a game that acknowledges your progress, your strength, and your influence. Something that empowers you, not some rando that barely got any screen time, or how NPCs constantly dismiss your feats as nothing out of the ordinary. Player empowerment is why gaming became mainstream in the first place.
Boss, you killed a child. Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
Game developers realized that players want their ego lifted, sharpened, and inflated to mythic proportions, not stomped on and lectured. If I wanted to feel limited and unwanted, I just go outside. The game distracts you with chaos, gore, neon, and sex workers, especially cyberpunk, while quietly teaching you to accept the limits on the exact things that make fantasy powerful. It says be violent, be brutal, be reckless, but also stay in your lane. Do not desire outside the script. Do not touch the characters we have decided are off limits. Do not imagine yourself as more magnetic than the narrative allows. They preach rebellion while also training obedience. And before anyone says, well, this is just you being horny, isn't it, Hazy? Yes, you are correct. It is. Sexual desire is not a trivial matter. Desire is literally the engine of human evolution. People who pretend sex doesn't matter in fiction, where sex is present, are lying. We play games to expand our identity, our power, our emotional range, and yes, our fucking appeal. Fantasy is supposed to let you feel like someone who could be wanted in impossible ways. And when a game denies that, it's not respecting reality, it's censoring your imagination and creative freedom, fearing backlash from people who aren't even your core audience. I really hope studios come to this realization faster. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a pleasant day.